Hey everybody, so in this video we're going to talk about the first item that I ever found that I think works well for somebody in a wheelchair who wants to conceal carry. This item right here is a holster, and it's made by Sneaky Pete, sneakypeteholsters.com. They make a series of holsters, total concealment, designed for whatever gun you might have. You have to go on and select the holster that works for your gun. They have a pretty good selection of holsters that would fit most guns that are still in production today, so there's a pretty good selection out there. For most folks, or folks that don't use a mobility device, these two belt loop loops here would, or clamps rather, would go on your belt loop and you'd wear it like this. That would be very difficult for people like us. Even if you had enough room here, you get in the way of moving around, and it'd also be very uncomfortable to sit for a long time with something like this. So I don't use it like that. What I do is I'll grab my firearm here. Now I've already checked this to make sure it's not loaded, but that doesn't matter. As I said in the safety video, we're going to do a visual inspection, we're going to do a physical inspection here, and we are good. So I'll close the slide, and then keeping the gun in the safe direction, we're going to holster it, keeping the finger off the trigger, and insert it into there. What I do with this is I take those clamps and I hook it on the bottom of my chair, the seat sling, the nylon seat sling. That way it's on my person, it's close to me, I can keep control of it, I can access it. The only thing that makes it a little difficult to access is the flap, because it's supposed to be done from a vertical position. It wasn't actually made for somebody in a chair. I just thought this was one of the things that might work. So you have to kind of grab it underneath, open up the flap, grab the gun, and engage the target. Now this is off-body carry, so this would be an example of off-body carry, so you have to take that into consideration. If you get off your chair, it's not going to go with you. If you're thrown out of your chair, it's not going to go with you, and the bad guy might get your gun, so you have to be very careful of that. I typically use this when I'm home, if I want to carry from alone in the house or anything like that, but I don't typically use it when I'm out and driving. The reason is because I have to remove it out from under my chair, put it on the passenger seat each time I get in and out of the car. I use a chair topper when I drive. A lot of you out there might drive directly from your chairs if you have a van, and you could use this because you don't have to remove anything, but I do. So I keep my chair on chair topper, so if I was to keep this on the chair, the gun would then be in the chair topper on the top of the car, and it's not within my reach, it's not on my person. I don't even think it would be legal for me to carry that way. I can't access it if I need it, so I can't do that. So I typically just use this at home. Another thing to be aware of too is when you're carrying like this, the gun is facing out the back of the chair. Now, typically that's not a big deal, but if you're ever in a situation like, for example, if you're running through drills at a gun range, right, and this is the way you carry. Every gun range that I've been to, they won't let you carry like this or draw like this, because you can't have any guns pointing out the back of your person or your wheelchair or whatever it is. All guns have to be pointing downrange toward the targets at all times. So you have to be aware of that if you're running through drills at the gun range or anything of the sort. But overall though, it is one option to use if you want to conceal carry. So that'll do it for this video. If you have any questions about it, you can contact me at info@gunsandchairs.com.